Greetings, Redheads. Thank you for joining us in another episode of your favorite show, the one, the only Red's View. Of course, I am your gracious host, J Red, joined by the most honorable, legendary, studious DJ PM of all DJs. Look at he want to show y'all his degrees. You see his
Hey, got a
background.
little setup, boy.
He got his little Kevin Samuels setup in the background now. He didn't got a little bougie on me. That's why we late. He had to get his set together. That's what it is.
Man, we got to let the producers know the rate going up, man.
The rate going up. He got on camera. I'm like, I said, that's your house? Okay. All right, man. But yeah, man. Hopefully you're in good spirits, my good brother. We missed you last week. But we had a ball, man. We had a real good episode last week. No 4th of July weekend came up. Hopefully everybody had a safe 4th of July weekend, even though black folks shouldn't be celebrating it. But
well, we don't celebrate the 4th, but we enjoy the day off and the food.
Absolutely.
You know that's what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But fuck what it stands for.
What it stands for, yeah. But enjoy the day. You know, by proxy, we participate in it because if it's a discount on something because of the holiday, aren't you going to participate in it?
Come on,
you know what I'm saying? You're going to take the day off. So, you know, hopefully everybody had a good time and just enjoyed it with your family, if anything. I know I had a great weekend. Relaxed, got me some R&R, and I'm back at it. We've had some great discussions on here. Before we begin, make sure everybody please subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/RedsView. All right, we about to get this thing cracking. Let's go ahead and talk about it, man. This is one of the main talking points of today's show.
Okay.
Is Drake pushing feminization now in rap? Now, of course, people could be like, what are you talking about? In case you've been hiding under a rock, Miss Aubrey. I love you, Drake, but he painted his nails, man. And if you're looking at this thumbnail right now, you're seeing that he painted his nails. They were pink, and another picture, they're yellow and all that other stuff. So the first thing I was thinking was like, man, is it time for him to pay the piper? And the reason I'm saying pay the piper, PM, is because Drake has been #1 for years now, right?
Yep.
You know, he's been pretty solid in what he's done and everything like that. However, you and I both know that there's a certain agenda that goes on in entertainment, especially when it comes to black male entertainers, black women too, but males in particular. It goes into Hollywood. They try to do it in the music industry as well. So my thing was like, okay, was this Drake just being Drake, or is he being pushed to actually do it? I have my tinfoil Koofy hat on because I'm like, he's never done it before, right? Why all of a sudden is it happening at this particular time, painting the nails? And I don't care what anybody says. That is a female trait to paint your nails. Now, I'm not talking about manicures. I'm not talking about manicures, filing your nails and, you know, all that stuff. But when you're painting your nails, I know rock stars do it. But the gothic people, I get that. I understand it. But come on, man, painting your nails pink, yellow, different colors and stuff like that, that's just not a masculine thing. So what do you think about it?
I can't say he's pushing feminization with this. I think Marvin's Room was him pushing feminization. But I will say that he's not the first rapper to do it, just to play devil's advocate. Lil Yachty did it. You know, he had his own nail polish, line. One of rap's favorites, Killers, if you believe they're raps, NBA Youngboy does it. So I can't say that he's pushing feminization per se, but I can say it's not a masculine thing, and I don't do it because I don't see it as masculine. My dad didn't paint his nails, so I'm not gonna paint mine.
Facts.
Yeah. I don't know if I would go as far as to say he's pushing feminization, though. I think, like I said, I think some of the music he's made has been softer than painting his nails, personally.
Well, I don't even think Marvin's one was feminized. It was simping.
Right.
You know, simping to me isn't feminized. You know, simping is you're trying to get a woman.
Right.
You're doing all the unnecessary things to get a woman when you don't have to do that. I don't think that that's feminine. Okay. I think that that's just more so you know, it's something you don't have to do. It's lame, it's corny. You don't have to do that. So I don't think that that's feminine, but I do feel like wearing dresses, men wearing dresses, that's feminine.
It's funny you say that. I was going to ask you, do you think this is his equivalent to And black actor wearing a dress?
Yes, I
Okay.
do.
Wow.
It would be different in my opinion. Say if Drake was, I'm being gothic, right? I've seen rock stars and everything paint them black. You know, Jeff Hardy, one of my favorite wrestlers. He used to
Mine
do,
too.
yeah, he used to paint his nails and stuff like that. Even though I don't feel like that is a feminine thing to do, I've seen that in the rock star. That's their culture.
Right.
That's what they do.
And Jeff Hardy was essentially a rock star.
A rock star. Yeah, that's
pink hair.
Yeah.
You know, wore the shirts with the like the netted shirt. I guess.
Yeah. The mesh shirts and stuff like that.
Yeah, thank you.
But it was the Hardy Boys were, you know, that
it was their look the entire time.
Right.
It wasn't like he had been wrestling 15, 20 years and then all of a sudden started doing it.
Absolutely. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It feels like, okay, Drake, you're just doing this all of a sudden now. And I know it's shock value. You're gonna get attention.
I was about to say maybe he's doing it for relevancy though.
Because my thing is Drake has never done this type of thing before. You know what I'm saying? Like Drake, even though he be simping in his music, he's never done anything that's feminine, in my opinion.
I agree, but again, I'm just playing devil's advocate. I do think it's feminine, but he does do something every X amount of years to change his image. Remember when he first came out, he had the low haircut. Then he grew his hair out. Then he rocked the braids. Then he rocked the plaits with the bow reds. Then he got his ears pierced. Then he grew a beard. Then, you know what I'm saying? So, So he does do something every X amount of years to change his look. So maybe this is just that.
Yeah, maybe. Shout out to Ray Livy. Love you, Ray. She said Ty Dolla $ign too. Okay.
Yeah. He does. He does.
Oh, he paints his nails? Okay. Yeah. Raylan Hill, what is up, my brother? And
but I shout out Ty been doing it though.
Okay, Ty been doing it. All right, so go. You say feminization has already been pushed into rap to me, not just rap, but entertainment in general, including sport. Yeah. That's the reason that we're doing this episode, like we're talking about it, because I don't think anything is by accident. Drake hadn't been doing this before, and all of a sudden he's doing it now. Now people can say how they feel about it. They can say we're being too critical, but this is Red's view with the most honorable DJ PM, and these are our opinions about it. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this. Do you think he's trying to appeal to a wider audience because he feels his hip-hop run is kind of dwindling? Which would it because when you think about it, it goes along with the House album that he put out.
Good point.
What I'm saying?
Yeah.
Again, this is not me saying it's not feminine, because I will be on record saying I think painting nails is a feminine trait. I do.
Right. Absolutely. I agree. Yep.
So I'm just kind of curious of why he's doing it.
Yeah. That is there is a reasoning as to why he's doing it. And say, let's play devil's advocate. Say we're taking away the feminization thing, reaching a different audience. My question would be, even though he did put out the House album, who exactly is he trying to reach that he hasn't reached already? You know what I'm saying?
You know what crowd?
Well, I mean, his music already reaches that crowd, though.
Not really, though.
You don't think so?
Not really. And it's one thing to have music that reaches that crowd, but in today's day and age, music isn't enough. That's the reason why all these rappers go live all the time. They catch real cases now, because you got to really live that life. Yeah. So I think this is his way. This could be his way of embracing that lifestyle without truly embracing that lifestyle.
Because what it does is create conversations like we're having now, and then that certain community will defend it and say
1,000%, because
you're being too critical. You know, his fans are going to defend it.
I can guarantee you by now somebody has called us homophobic. I can guarantee
absolutely
in the comments. For saying it's feminine to paint your fingernails when fingernail polish was a all woman thing at one point.
Right. And it still is. I mean, they're not male nail polish lines as far as specifically made for males. That is like when people.
I don't know if Yachty's is or not, so I can't say.
Well, I'm saying like in large bulk. There isn't like when people are making nail polish.
Right.
Just like if I'm making lingerie, I'm making it for women. You know what I'm saying? Just like if
You
I'm
might get sued for
promoting.
that these days, though. Making lingerie only for women.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I know. But typically in your mind,
Right.
when you're making it for a woman. When I made Red Velvet, you think I made it for a dude?
Of course. You're an inclusive artist.
Good save right there. Good save. There you go. All inclusive. I love it. That's what you got friends for. Shout out to the most honorable legendary DJ PM. But I agree. Now you said GOAT, you said them celebrities be bored too. I've always thought about this.
Yeah, that's true too.
That's true. But there is a way to do it. Creating shock value does get, because he does have an album that's on the way. That's what we do know. What other way to do it? Even though Drake is the biggest artist, right?
Yeah, he definitely still the biggest artist in my opinion.
He still needs. Oh, look at what my aunt said. She said Dwayne Wade paints his nails also.
Well, TT. We don't even have to address that. He does a lot of things that's feminine.
Oh yeah, Sandra. Like
he also gets his pants out of the women's department. Like let's not even do that.
Right. Yeah, that's a whole nother topic. Of course. I'm gonna just say
we would have to do a whole episode on that.
Right, exactly. Like Dwayne Wade does a lot of stuff. But anyway, but yeah, even though Drake is the hottest, like the biggest artist that's out in hip hop for sure, he still has to adjust with the times. You know what I'm saying? He still has to do stuff to create drama, to create album sales. Like a lot of people have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, unless you're like Kendrick and Cole and you're just like, I'm just gonna drop music.
Right.
I don't care about being the hottest artist.
Stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so
do you think Drake is good enough to do that though?
To do what? Just drop out? Not no more. Not no more.
Just drop an album and go on tour and then disappear for 4 years.
Nah, and he knows that.
Yeah.
If he was to do that, that would have had to been years ago.
Right.
I knew after Views it was a wrap, but the fact that he's doing an album with 21 Savage, which good music.
Oh yeah.
Not from that.
Jamming out. It's actually. And I know it ain't been out that long, but it's actually aged a lot better than I thought it would.
Mm-hmm. But the thing is, the fact that he's doing that with him lets me know that he can't just drop something without any type of anything. You know what I'm saying? Like he has to collab with younger artists or artists from a different generation or whatever. He's always going to do that. You know what I'm saying? A whole album. Somebody of Drake's caliber shouldn't be having to do that. But I think that he knows he has to do that. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't hit the same if 21 wasn't on there to reach that type of crowd, because 21 has the 30 and younger crowd for sure.
For sure.
Drake is damn near 40 at this point.
Nah, he's not that old.
Let me see. He's about 37, 36, 37.
No.
Yes, he is. He's older than us.
I don't think so. I think
Drake is older than us, bro. Him and Cole are.
Let me have my producer. Hold on. Producer, can you Google Drake's age, please? All right, go ahead.
Drake is like 36 at least. Let me see.
36. He's 36.
36.
I can confirm it. Yeah.
And ain't October coming up? October, he about to be 37.
Thank you, hell, man.
Come on, man. Shout out to Be Beautiful. Yes, Be Beautiful. He's 36. He's about to be 37.
All right. I apologize. Jared finally wins an argument.
I gotta rub it in your face, man. Pause. But anyway.
Whoa.
Right. Pause. But yeah, Drake is 36. He's damn, 37 coming up, so he's damn near 40. So
you're right.
You got to think, man.
30.
These high school kids don't listen to Drake.
They don't.
They don't listen to Drake. Like,
no, they don't.
Even though he's like the number one, he can outsell everybody. That like it doesn't resonate with the younger crowd. What I'm saying?
Yeah, let me tell you why. And I know you already know this, but let me tell the other people why. I just got back from Jacksonville, Florida. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I went to a bar. It's called Surfer. Shout out to Sam. She was a wonderful bartender at the bar Surfer. So we were in there, right? Mostly fair-skinned people in there. I'll just say it that way. Not too many people that look like me. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They played a Drake song, and the people in there was singing it word for word. And I told my people, this is why Drake is the number one artist in America. Not because we like or love him, which I'm not hating. I like Drake's music, and a lot of black people like Drake music. But this is why he's so big. because white people love him, Asian people love him.
Yeah, to be honest, black folks, we can be trendy. It's not even trendy, but we go with it. Like that's if something is old to us, we recreate. We're recreation type of people. So thing is, Drake has been outdated in the black community years ago.
Right.
It's just that he's been able to obtain certain his fan base.
Take the Jay-Z approach.
Yeah, the Jay-Z approach, and he's able to do that. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta reinvent yourself.
Right. But of course, in large bulk, because people actually still buy Drake albums.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? The little kids ain't finna buy a Young Boy album. They're about to stream the hell out of it, but they're not finna buy it. So Drake.
That's why he have 1 billion YouTube streams on a song. And then they be like, well, he only sold 100,000 copies of the album. That's why.
Exactly. Because little kids and and then black folks, even before streams, we weren't finna just go to the store in large bulk and buy your albums. Our cousin got it, so we're gonna rip it, we're gonna burn it, we're gonna, do all that other
money off LimeWire, boy.
Man, yes. I promise in high school, boy, I used to burn so many CDs, man.
What?
Good hustle. But y'all let us know in the comments what y'all think about that, because we're about to move on to something else. And I've been wanting to talk about this. India.Arie criticized
this boy, this just happened.
India.Arie criticizes Meg Thee Stallion and Janelle Monáe for their performance at Essence, their shenanigans at Essence. Let me pull it up so everybody can see.
And while you do that, I would just like Janelle Monáe and Meg Thee Stallion to know I really liked your performances.
Okay. All right, so y'all check this out. Look at this. Fair use. Just look at the video.
Look at the main teeth. Now.
Look at that. And that's Janelle Monáe with the rainbow right there. All right. So that happened. And let's look at what India.Arie had to say about that. There was a bunch of black women twerking on stage. Right. Now look at this. This is what she said. First of all, the headline, this is fair use, says that India.Arie dragged for blasting Megan Thee Stallion and Janelle Monáe. Folks are saying, let them live a bit. All right. So look at this. She says this: the issue is what is context. Humanity does everything, but does everything belong in a stage? No. Is everything for kids? No. Is everything for everybody? No. So when we as a culture make something like this mainstream, it shows a lack of discretion and discernment. To those in the comments who laugh at anyone who wants these things for our culture, you certainly have that right. Just as many folks have the right to want our mainstream international export out music to show us in a respectful light. I like to go on the record saying this won't age well, and that's my issue. I love, in all caps, Janelle and Meg, the way I love us all. And I don't think this is this moment. Don't bother debating me. LOL, I don't care. And I do this for 25 years. I've done this. So read, ponder, or don't. All right. And this is another little. All right. So I don't want to get a copyright strike. All right. So with that being said, man, I see you was jamming. So with that being said, this is the problem, PM. Is there a problem with women twerking, black women twerking? It's not a problem with black women twerking. I love women twerking. No. The problem is time and place.
Correct.
Time and place. The BET Awards went on, and this is the first time in recent memory I've seen people talk about the BET Awards for a week straight. Right. People, matter of fact, are still talking about the BET Awards at this moment because of the ratchet behavior, the pregnant Christian, whatever her name is, Blueface's baby mama. She was twerking on Sexy Red. And then at Essence. Now, when you think of the
pregnant twerking on Sexy Red.
Yeah, pregnant twerking on her. Yeah. So at Essence, this is another one of our, I ain't gonna say prestigious, but it is so prestigious. So for the grown crowd, this is for the grown crowd.
It's a very 30 and up crowd, bro.
30 and up crowd. All right. you know, having black women twerk on stage in that manner, Janelle Monáe flashing the titty, so we'll get to that part. But I could see how a woman like India Arie is looking like, what are we doing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's time and place. This is supposed to be the Essence Festival. My mother would go to the Essence Festival.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Your mother would go to
Correct.
the Essence Festival. Everybody from grandmas to mothers to
People
you know what I'm
take their
saying?
kids to Essence Fest. They don't take them to the parties and stuff, but they take them to the concert. They take them to the pop-up shops. They take them there. Yeah.
Right. So my question is this for black women who are dragging India Arie. What is too much? Right? We already got a song talking about your booty hole brown.
Nothing's too much.
Pink. Nothing is too much. And the biggest thing is, and I wrote this on Facebook today, this shows you that even women can't criticize other women. See, they try to make it a black man versus black woman thing if we speak up. But when you have somebody as established as India Arie, you know what I'm saying? Established. She says, I do this 25 years. And she's saying basically it's a time and a place for this. This won't age well.
Right.
So how is she getting dragged for it? And the problem I have, PM, is the whole let them live. Y'all same folks talking about let them live is what's critical to our culture right now. That's the reason we're in this shit show right now. Because let them live. You let this happen. You let this happen. You know, they say give a nigga an inch, they take a mile.
Yeah.
This continues to go to where anything is appropriate. And it ain't no guidelines, no nothing. Like if a woman, you know, twerking at brunch, then became a thing. Twerking on a table. And you be like, no, they'd be like, well, you played the music. Let them live. Let them live. And it's destruction. Because you know who watches this? Kids.
Right.
Kids watch this. And what kind of decorum do we have? The BET Awards and the Essence Festival. That's supposed to be when we can all come together, have a good time. But
hold on. And celebrate black excellence.
Excellence.
Don't forget that part. Excellence.
But the thing is, they try to equate ratchetness with black women.
I'm glad you said that because I was just about to say that, but go ahead.
Black women are not ratchet, and I'm tired of y'all who are in these comments trying to have this ratchet society come in and equate that to black women. Black women are not ratchet. Ratchet is a type of behavior. You know what I'm saying? One thing I want to point out, PM, do you think at the Country Music Awards, they got, of course, rednecks are there, but do you think that they walking around with their feet out? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think that they just...
Like barefoot?
Yeah, barefoot. You know what I'm saying? At the Latin Music Awards, do you think Cardi B will be twerking at the Latin Music Awards?
She'll probably be doing the, not the salsa, but like the other dance that they do when they do their little hips. But yeah, I mean, I know what you mean.
Yeah, you know exactly what I mean. So my thing is, when is it too much? And you're criticizing, because a lot of women don't even like to speak up about it because of shit like this. It's like, well, damn, I'm saying something as an OG, like Ayanna I'm about to say Transvan, Ayanna Van Zandt, right? She says something. She criticizes black women. My question is, black women, who can criticize you? Who can give you game? Who can give you wisdom? Because you chew out everybody that says something. But let me know what you think, PM.
So for one, I think it's okay for people to criticize other people because at the end of the day, it's just an opinion. And like the name of my show is Shameless Plug. Everybody's got an opinion. And then I don't know, man. I think we as people, we just got to get out of this state of everything is okay everywhere. You know what I mean? Like there's a time and a place for everything. Is twerking okay? It is to me. Did I mind them twerking on that stage? I didn't, but I'm also an adult who's single who enjoys women twerking. But if I was there with one of my nieces or nephews, I would have been like, yo, this is totally inappropriate. This is Essence Festival. We're supposed to be celebrating the essence of black people, the greatness of black people. Sorry, there's nothing great about shaking your ass. I'm sorry. It's not.
It's a sexual emotion. It is. Correct. I don't care what nobody says. You're shaking your ass.
And I'm gonna tell you another thing. People have to stop equating twerking to the ancestral dances that they used to do in Africa and still do in Africa. It is not the same, bro.
It's not.
It is not the same.
No, it's sexual. Now, I'm not saying that just because you twerking, a nigga can grab your ass.
Not at all.
I am saying is that you shaking your ass.
It's very inviting.
It's inviting and it's sexual.
Very inviting.
That's a sexual thing. I know they got twerk classes.
Right.
I know that. But when you're bending over twerking, that's your ass in the air.
I mean,
what makes you think
some of those ladies, and I use that term loosely, some of those ladies, like, cheeks was out and like come on, man, it's Essence Festival, man. And you know, I was there.
Yeah.
So I wasn't at that concert, but I was at Essence Festival. And I've been to Essence Festival for like 5 years in a row. Shout out to DJ E-Class. He always books me down there. And it's typically, like I say, grown people and their children, or, you know what I'm saying? And we're celebrating Black entrepreneurship. We're shopping at pop-up shops. Well, I was about to shout out somebody, but they're not Black owned anymore. But I do their pop-up shop. So, but they're not Black owned. So anyway, so yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like that type of stuff. It's not twerking. Like, if you look at the performers for the last few years, it's been Mary J. Blige. I think Babyface performed one year.
New Edition
performed 1 year. Keisha Cole performed one. None of them make. I think this is the first time I think they had Ludacris one time, but even he didn't go this far.
Right.
But in this overly feminist society that we live in today,
sexual liberation.
Correct. And in my opinion, that doesn't say liberation.
It doesn't. It's just something dumb that they put together to make it sound like it's something. I hate when they do that to move the goalpost from it being. It's like, no, your sexual liberation. It's not being free. You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody approaches you in that manner, i.e. like a Sukihana, you know what I'm saying? Then you want to cry foul, but I'm not trying to say that gives a man the right to do anything.
It does not.
But the thing is, you create a certain type of energy about yourself when you always twerking, always showing your titties and everything like that, which lets me go to Janelle Monáe.
Okay.
I think Janelle Monáe, at first I was like, okay, let her be free. And I love the way her breasts look, right? I love the way her breasts look. But she's clout chasing at this point.
You think so?
Yes. It's evident. So much that Uncle Luke, out of all people, was like, what's wrong with this girl? And people in the comments going to him, of course, for obvious reasons. They were like, as much as you exploited Black women, of course.
Yeah, but that was 20 years ago, though. So
yeah, but the thing is, it's like, okay, Janelle, we understand you want to be free, you want to do everything that you're doing, but it's like, damn, you got to show your titty everywhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not only was she on stage with Megan Thee Stallion looking at all them women twerk, but she flashed. It's like everywhere she goes now, she just flashes people. For what? That's not, like you said, that's not sexual liberation.
But I was about to say, but in her mind, it's a form of sexual liberation. It's a form of freeism, if that's a term. You know, I can't keep up with all the isms. Mm-hmm. It's a form of like saying, you can't control me. I'll show my body whenever I want to. And I agree, it can be, but there's a time and a place. If you're around grown people and decide you want to flash grown people, but there are children there, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is, it's just like it feels like a gimmick now. Like
I don't think she clout chasing personally, though. I just think this is what I think Janelle Monáe is suffering from. You know how when you have not historically, but like I can't think of the word I'm trying to think of. I can't think of the word, but sometimes how people, preachers' children, how they like are super like policed and like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do. Then they go to college and they be the freak or the wild child. I think that's what Janelle Monáe is going through.
I think that she's getting from her break. Did you see her Breakfast Club interview?
I saw it. Yeah.
That felt agenda based like a motherfucker.
But we know Janelle Monáe pushes an agenda now. Let's not act like we don't know that.
Yeah, she does. It feels
and
like
she's not apologetic about it.
Yeah, she's not like, so yeah. I couldn't even get through it. I'm like, okay, when they say certain words and turn. You remember I text you? I was like, bro, okay. Shout out to Shantae Hughes, my boy. He said it's a
what up?
Just like he says, a gimmick, just like Megan twerking and just like Lizzo doing too much. It is a gimmick in wrestling. You have gimmicks, right?
Absolutely.
Say that you get injured and or your character gets stale, you sit out for a little bit. A few months later, you come back with a whole gimmick. Like the Undertaker came back with the gimmick. Undertaker was Dead Man, but then he came back and was the American Badass. Rappers have gimmicks too. You know what I'm saying? Artists have gimmicks. People, especially nowadays, everybody has a gimmick. So I feel like that's definitely what it is, for sure. But yeah, shout out to Ray Liver. You said rebellion. Yeah. It could be. It's definitely that. But I think that, of course, if you're doing that Essence Fest, come on, man, it is a time.
I just feel like it's a time and a place for that.
Yeah.
Do that at the Oscars if you want to rebel. Don't do it at a place where we're trying to support Black excellence. Do it at the Grammys.
Right.
Do it at, you know what I'm saying?
Will Smith was bold enough to do it at the Oscars. Y'all should be bold enough to do it too.
And Will Smith might be the toughest rapper out right now.
Right, exactly. He went in the Oscars and did it. That's what I'm talking about.
If On Site was a person, nigga.
Right. It's definitely. Shout out to Will Smith, man. I would say drop one of Clues bombs for Will Smith, but
in my DJ Envy Charlamagne voice.
Right. So let's move on, man. Let's talk about Coi Leray, your girl Coi Leray. Her first week sales. Now, for those who don't know, I didn't even know she had an album that was coming out. I know she has a few hits. She sold 10,000 the first week and landed at not like damn near at 200.
It was like 151.
151, something like that. She made a post saying how grateful she was, saving face because she knew she was going to get canned. Because the other week she was just talking about some, y'all were trashing my XXL magazine performance, but I got like 3 global songs right now.
Isn't Coi Leray the same rapper that said nobody listens to Pusha T?
Did she say that?
Yeah, it was either Coi Leray or what's the other light-skinned rapper, skinny rapper?
Bia?
No. She's from Cali. What is her name? Light-skinned, skinny. I'm looking at the
comments and y'all know who
she started making other music, but now she's back rapping. You ain't got that juicy.
Doja Cat.
Doja Cat. It was one of them, but I think it was Coi Leray. Coi Leray has been what's the name daughter, right?
Benzino.
She was on the Breakfast Club interview and she was like, nobody listens to Pusha T.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. But yeah, so she didn't,
He sells more than 10K, by the way.
Huh?
He sold more than 10K last time he dropped, by the way.
Yeah, way more than 10K, by the way, with no hits. So
no radio singles.
No radio singles.
Yeah.
Coi Leray, this goes to show you about the climate of today. Like this goes to Saweetie too, right? You can have 1 million, 3 million, 4 million followers, 20 million followers, right? You could have hit singles on the radio, but guess what?
Hit singles on TikTok.
Yeah, it's if you TikTok and social media and the streams make your stuff go chart like high on the charts, that will not equate to album sales. That doesn't translate to album sales. No. This is a prime example. Because what direction does Coi Leray have as an artist? Like, what does she represent? For example, I know that Rhapsody is a conscious rapper. I know that Megan Thee Stallion really makes hits for the ladies, right? Like when it comes to people like Lotto and Coi Leray, they're out there fishing.
Right.
They're throwing out stuff, hopefully thinking that something's gonna hit. You know,
Lotto got a hit though. I ain't gonna lie.
No, she got a hit, but what I'm saying, how long does it take for her to get one? Like,
a while.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like Big Energy sounds way different from Put It on the Floor.
Right.
Lotto drops a single like every month, but it
not
just
often, but I know what you mean.
Like every other she had just dropped a single sampling Gangsta Boo. It didn't. It's a lot of them that don't work. She even dropped a single with some pop artists. I don't know. It sounded like it was like another Big Energy or something like that.
Oh, yeah,
that ain't yeah, but it's like they be out there fishing for hits, and that's not going to translate to album sales. And now Coi Leray, this don't even make no sense because Boosie, you saw what Boosie said. Boosie was like, how in the hell, man? She be selling she got a lot of hits on the radio and it got to be sabotaged or somebody trying to blackmail. I'm like, no, brother, no.
It just don't translate to album sales.
It does
Boosie should be able to look and see though himself. Boosie Vlad TV interviews be getting 100,000, 200,000 views per clip because you know how bad Vlad milked them interviews.
Oh, yeah.
And he just sold 500 copies.
Yep. 500
He
copies.
should already know how it works.
Yeah, it's nobody sabotaging you. It's nobody holding you back, especially if you have hits on the radio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's that
people
is
don't
not,
connect with your music.
no, and that's why festivals, when she comes out, people be looking at her like, oh, okay. Like the song, what's her Players? That's a dope song. I like the song.
I actually like that one.
Yeah, but the thing is, like you said, it doesn't resonate with people. It's like, that's Coi Leray. That's like, that's not gonna make me go and buy your album, but it shows you. Now, also traditionally too, I will say this: female rappers, it's hard for them to sell records. They can have a lot of hits, but first week sales, they're not usually known for like high first week sales. Huh?
Unless they Nicki. I gotta give Nicki her credit.
But even her, the most that she does is 200K the first week. She's never done more than 200K.
I don't know about that, Jay.
I know that 200, almost 300K.
No, I know. I don't believe that, bro. I know the pink print probably sold 500,000.
You talking about Pink Friday or the Pink Print?
The Pink Friday, my bad, Pink Friday.
That sold 200K. I just saw it the other day.
Really?
Yes.
Her first album.
200K. Above, it wasn't 300. It was like 200 something K. It went platinum. Yeah. But I'm talking about first week sales. Traditionally, female, they don't be coming out and going gold the first week. That's what I'm saying. Like, no female rappers do it. So it's, it's a little hard. But yeah, look it up. Huh? Yes. It's a male, hip hop is a male dominated sport. It's like the WNBA. See, the thing is, shout out to Coop. We talked about this, right? With a male rapper, you putting it out, females and males are gonna buy it.
Right.
With female rap, you're hitting a certain demographic. I don't know a lot of dudes who are just going to the store. Well, back then going to the store, or a lot of dudes who are about to go stream a whole Nicki Minaj album. Because what you always tell me when I be like, I ain't feel it, you say what you say. It wasn't made for you.
Yeah.
Don't you say it? You know what I'm saying? So
I do. I always say that.
So if you say it's only for females, that means that you're only going to reach a female demographic that will purchase your record.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Well, I get you. Women in the alphabet community.
Yeah. Well,
they love Nicki too.
Yeah, of course they love Nicki. But as far as hip hop now, singing, it's more of a wide range of fan base. But rap is male dominated. Now, women are killing it hit wise for sure. Yeah, they're the more stars.
They look like they dominating. I'll say that.
Yeah, look like it. But you see, when it comes to sales, will people go stream an NBA YoungBoy album more than a Coi Leray album? Absolutely.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But Coi Leray got more hits than NBA YoungBoy. But yeah, speaking of hit records, is Nicki Minaj trying to chase a hit, DJ PM?
She been chasing a hit for the last 5 years. I've been telling you that, dog.
Now, how did this come up? You let the people know how this came
up. I mean, it's just because you can tell by like how the different music she putting out, how it all sounds different and it all sounds like wavy. And what I mean by that is it sounds like whatever's coming out that's hot. Yeah. Baby was on fire. She put Baby on 2 songs. Both of them bricked. She's on 2 songs with Ice Spice right now. She got a song with Ice Spice and Ice Spice got a song with her. Yeah. Excuse me. She put out a drill sounding song with Fabio Foreign. Like it's all screaming, help, save me, I'm drowning. It just is.
Because that Barbie song sounds just like the record that
Fabio Foreign song.
Yeah, and the one what's the one with Ice Spice that's out now?
Oh,
the other one.
You talking about Princess Madonna?
Yeah, Princess Diana.
Diana.
Like, give it a stack, and it's like, God damn. Sean said this is it's been going for 7 years.
Damn.
7 years.
Hey, I was trying to spare Sean.
But yeah, I do think the same thing. I think that she is trying to do that. Well, but she should have did this, when she had the chance, like, bro, back then. You
remember I said this a while ago. Nicki's downfall is going to be that she don't mess with no other female rappers.
Yeah.
I told you that.
You did.
Yep. It's gonna be her downfall because I don't understand why she didn't look at Drake and watch what he was doing and say, "Oh, I need to do that."
Masculine. It's too much masculine energy because that's what men do. We have those egos and like, I want to be the only one. I want to be the top one.
That's the New York energy too.
Right. But you see, that we're talking about this, I had to pull up my chart for everybody watching. This is what happens every time you talk about Nikki, right? This is my delusional bars responses. Nikki is blackballed. You're a grown man. Nikki is rich. I mean, she got all the money. She don't need y'all haters. Y'all just hating on Nikki. Nikki has that's the funny one right there. Nikki has plenty of flows, and then stop going against black women. This is my delusional barbs. Anytime I talk about Nikki, I'm gonna pull up this chart because that's what's gonna be in the comments. So I had to pull that. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So I feel the same way that Nikki is definitely chasing a hit, and yeah, I agree.
It's not working.
Yeah, it's not. Now it's charting.
Oh yeah,
because Barbie
it's gonna chart though because of the barbs and her fans.
Yeah, but I hadn't played that Barbie song one time, but I played the other one. The one
played the Princess Diana record.
Princess Diana.
But that's not her record.
It's not. No, she just featured on there. But yeah, let's move on. Let's talk about something else. Jay-Z mother I think she got married the other day. So she got married to a woman, the you know, her girlfriend. Is that who it was?
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, that's your favorite rapper.
Yeah. I don't get caught up in his mom's life, though. What they got to do with me?
Well, she got a wife now, right?
I mean, if that's what you want to call her.
Shout out to her wife. No, what you mean? She married a woman. She that's her wife.
Okay.
So congrats. I thought you would have more to say about that.
I know what you're doing. It's not gonna work.
Shout out to Jay-Z.
I don't need them alphabet people on my ass, literally and figuratively.
Shout out to Jay-Z's mother, man. I thought that
shout out to Queen Gloria Carter.
Right.
I'm glad that she is happy in life.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to her. All right, so let's talk about something else, man.
I'm trying to go to the Right Nation brunch, bro. You trying to?
I had to go there, but look, the Juvenile Tiny Desk concert. Oh my God!
I don't mean to cut you off, but I literally just watched this.
I saw on your Facebook. Yeah,
I just watched it because I wanted to be able to talk about it on the show.
Yeah, phenomenal,
man.
Phenomenal.
He should go on a live band tour
for sure.
And I know that's gonna cost some money, but him and Manny Fresh got to figure it out, bro.
Yeah.
Him and and he got to make up with Turk too, so Turk can come perform his parts too.
Right. Turk was on Beehive. He was like, I don't know what you saw. You saw it. But man, let me say this, man. First of all, I will say this was the dopest Tiny Desk performance. My favorite one before this one was Charlie Wilson's one, right?
Okay, my favorite was Mac Miller, rest in power.
All right, but what this did was bring back nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a lot of the Tiny Desks do that, but for this one, Juvenile.
This was the first one of its kind like this, though. Not
Yeah.
Because even though Mac Miller was a rapper, he made like groovy music. Juvenile is a certified, not street rapper, but like urban rapper.
Listen, man, I was so glad because I was worried that it may not have been as good because the last couple of ones
curse. I thought they weren't gonna let him curse.
Yeah, I was worried because it was Black Music Month, and they had Charlie Wilson was the only good one. They had Babyface, they had Tank, all of them those weren't good. Charlie Wilson was great,
right.
But I was hesitant. I was like, I don't know. I wanted to win. I was talking to Jay Smooth. I'm like, man, I want Julius to be good, but I ain't know. But man, once it came on, he went to high,
man,
400 degrees to slow motion. Project shit. Oh my God, man.
Bling.
It brought back so many memories.
Yes.
And it showed you that Juvenile should be in the top 10 of everybody's list, bro. Straight up. Songs like that is the most unorthodox hip-hop record, I feel like. I told you
up there.
Have I told you that when I first heard that song back when I was in Mobile, I thought that was like him. It was the intro. I thought it was his verse was an intro at first. Right. That's you with the big ass Benz. So I was like, okay, when he about to start rapping? But it was like that the whole song.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn. To this day, I don't know everything. I just like to listen to it, and then when the hook come on, I just be going in.
Yeah.
But
he took Silk the Shocker's flow and made it dope.
Yeah, but the band from Tiny Desk that was in it, the females that were singing,
trombone shawty,
the trombones. Oh my God, man! And then at the end, this is my favorite part. You know when Manny Fresh went into the crowd?
Yeah.
he was doing that, and afterwards, Juvenile went up to him and dapped him up, and
Didn't
it
that
felt
feel
like
good, bro?
it felt like they won a championship.
Bro, that felt so amazing, bro. I was
They
telling my friend, I was like, yo, I'm happy. I'm genuinely happy to see this. Because normally when you're 52 years old, like Manny Fresh, and 48, like Juvenile, you don't get to have these moments. The only rappers that get to have this moment is Jay-Z.
Jay-Z, yep.
Everybody else, when they get that age, we start calling them old, start saying, oh, we don't want to see it. It felt good to see that, bro.
And it showed you Juvenile's artistry. It's like he was sipping, but was on point. He took us into his, you could tell he was tipsy too, but he took us into his world.
Correct.
And that was one of the most amazing performances I've seen in a minute.
Correct. And shout out to a Jackson State alumni for putting that on. One of the Tiny Desk producers is a Jackson State alumni. I can't remember his name, so I don't want to say the wrong name. But yeah, he went to Jackson State University.
Yeah, I forgot his name too. Sean, you said it was the best feel-good moment we've had this year in hip-hop music. I agree. Bro, I've seen it on like different pages that I follow or some that I don't even follow. It's a page that I share sometimes called Kids from the 90s or whatever like that. They share nothing but nostalgia, like Nickelodeon stuff we used to eat. But they even shared, and I was like, damn. But the culture needed this right now.
It felt good.
No number one records. It was amazing. It was amazing. Yeah. So it leads to my question about this, man. Would Juvenile be as big as Lil Wayne had he stayed on Cash Money? This is the reason I asked this, PM, because you remember 2001 is when Cash Money fell off.
Right.
Juvie put out Project English, but he was on his way out. That album wasn't heavily promoted like that, but BG left, Turk left. But then Juvenile left, beefed, and came back in like 03 or 04. He put out Slow Motion, which was on the charts higher than Back That Ass Up, by the way.
Right.
Slow Motion went number 1 on Hot 100.
Right.
So that the magic was there, but as soon as he left, he signed with Atlantic Records, and Atlantic Records wanted another Slow Motion.
Right.
And that's why Rodeo came up. Right. But after Rodeo, nothing else really hit on that album, and then Juvenile musically had declined after that. Like, absolutely, I don't remember nothing.
Was because he didn't have Manny producing no more.
Yeah, it was that, but also I think it's the essence of having Baby as well. Baby and Juvie dropped a project a couple of years ago. You remember Just Another Gangster? That was a fire album to me. Like, but they didn't have Manny Fresh on there, but it's the essence that Baby, because Baby is a record exec. He ain't just a boss.
He know what he's doing, bro.
He know what he's doing.
Him and Slim know what they're doing.
Yeah, so my thing is, I was thinking like, damn, what if Juvie would have just stayed on Cash Money?
I'm gonna say this. Juvie was bigger than Wayne before he left Cash Money.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So,
absolutely, yeah.
Who's to say that Baby would have gave Wayne the push that he gave Wayne if Juvie would have stayed? So maybe he would have been bigger.
I think so, because Juvie was reaching a certain audience that Wayne had to work hard for. See,
Juvie had a song with Jay-Z, bro.
Exactly.
In 2000.
Right. 99 actually. No, actually 98, because High Remix that came out in 98.
Exactly.
So the thing is, but
so that tells you how big he is. That's the point that I'm making. That Jay-Z felt the need to jump on his song, because I told you Jay-Z always jumped on the hottest person's songs to reinvent himself. That's who Drake got it from.
Yep.
UGK started bubbling, Jay-Z put them on a song. Yep. Scarface started resurfacing outside of the Ghetto Boys, Jay-Z put them on a song.
Yeah.
Beanie Siegel started taking over the East Coast.
And then they did it.
Put them on the song.
And see, but Juvie was a franchise before he even got the Cash Money in New Orleans locally. So when he got with them, it was iron sharpening iron. And him and Manny Fresh, out of everybody that was on Cash Money, Juvie and Manny Fresh made the best music together.
Yes.
That's why
I just think they collectively made music together. Because I was watching Turk interview the other day. He was talking about how they used to all just be in rooms, right?
Yep.
Like that matters, bro.
Yeah, it
that matters when you're in a room with Turk. Say what you want about Turk. Turk had some hits on the Hot Boys.
Yeah.
Yes. Turk is the reason Juvenile dropped Project
Bitch.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. For sure. Because the energy rubbed off each other, but I think the chemistry between Manny and Juvie was just
for sure.
Like it was undeniable. But yeah, Juvie was the flagship artist of Cash Money
before he left.
Like, in my opinion, Juvie, now Master P made New Orleans, like he put on for the city, right?
100%.
but Juvenile, in my opinion, made us feel New Orleans.
Right.
Like how they talk, you know what I'm saying? You do
Right.
that big ass biz, huh? He was speaking language, and it
Right.
made us feel New Orleans more
And
than anybody else.
absolutely. I can't disagree with that, bro. And I'm gonna say this. One of the ways you know Juvie was bigger than Wayne, that's why Wayne when it started to squad up.
Oh yeah, yep, exactly, and put
He
out
had,
600 degrees.
he had to do his own thing.
Yeah, well, he put out 500 degrees, and then Juvie had put out an underground 600 degrees. I remember
right. But then got mad when Young Thug put out the bar to 6.
Exactly, right. But you did the same thing. But he looked up to Juvie. Juvie was the first hit maker on Cash Money.
100%.
So yeah, man, Juvie got to get his flowers, bro. It's like it really brought
back
memories.
He got to do what's name now? A Drink Champs.
Drink Champs, absolutely.
Well, he needs to do Resby first, but then after that, you know what I'm saying, he need to do a Drink Champs.
Yeah. I fuck with Juvie heavy, man, and they've been playing this stuff on the radio now. Like it was
streams done went back up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, damn, I forgot he was jamming like this.
Like I'm talking about. He could have. It felt like he could have went a whole hour because he didn't even do all the songs that we wanted.
No. Well, you know the Tiny Desk only be 30 minutes.
Yeah, 30 minutes. Yeah. But I was like, damn, man, I wanted to hear his verse from Shine.
I'm telling you, I don't think he needs to do a full tour, but he needs to do New Orleans, Atlanta, Memphis, Chicago, St. Louis,
some special spots. Yeah,
like he needs to do like a 12 to 15 city tour and take that band with him.
Let me ask you this: do you think when BG gets out, Wayne will consider doing a Hot Boy reunion tour or Cash Money tour? No. Coop, I hope Coop you watching this. Okay, tell me why.
Why would he?
Go ahead. Tell me why though.
I'm telling you why. Why would he?
Why would he?
Yeah, why?
Because it's a bag, right?
You think Wayne need that bag?
Exactly. That's what I was trying to tell Coop.
Wayne is used to getting bags by himself. Wayne don't need them.
Yeah, he don't. I was telling Coop this. Like he said, Wayne seemed like he would do it for the love. I'm like, man, Wayne about that money, bro. I don't.
What Wayne do he follow?
I don't know.
The love.
He a big Hot Boy fan. Shout out to Coop. But me and him was talking about. I was like, man, Wayne is not really a necessary.
You more likely to get a Bad Boy. Well, they did a Bad Boy.
They did a Bad Boy reunion too.
But you know why they was willing to do that?
Because nobody was on the level of a Diddy.
They all need the money.
All of them need the money. Wayne can do a tour by himself. Yeah. Wayne would do a tour with Drake or Nicki, but that's because they can get a bag. Yeah. Not to do it with Hot Boys. No. It will be dope. I want them to make an appearance like if the Hot Boys came on his show.
And that's what I was about to say. I would love if at Louisiana Fest, he brought the Hot Boys out.
Yeah, because he did it before.
He brought
BG just wasn't out. No, he brought Juvie and Turk out. It's BG wasn't out though. Yeah, so he's done it before. I think he'll do that. But a whole Cash Money tour, Wayne will probably make that money on his own tour. Honestly,
ain't no problem with it, bro. Wayne does make that money on his own tour because you got to remember now he got to split the money.
Yeah, exactly. I just don't. I don't think that would happen. But shout out to some other legends right here. There's a street being named after the most influential rap group of all time, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Their album East 1999 Eternal. That was the name of their street, East 99 in St. Clair. So they're gonna name that intersection Bone Thugs and Harmony Way. I believe that it is. And that's gonna take place in August, like August 10th, August 11th, something like that in Cleveland. Man, it's too soon for me, but you best believe I'm gonna go there and make sure I take a picture.
Right,
for sure. But man, they deserve that for sure. They city. Billboard did them wrong, of course, on the list because they marked them at 21, which was ridiculous. But yeah, Bone Thugs, man, they definitely deserve it. I think that this definitely puts a stamp on them in hip hop. Like they got a landmark now, a landmark spot.
Right. I will say this. Congrats to Bone. I don't think they get the love that they deserve. I will say that.
Absolutely. Yeah. I was telling you that. You were telling me that.
But it's because they're from Cleveland and not New York or LA.
Yeah, or LA. Right. People think that they from LA, but for sure, they definitely Cleveland. When you talk about not only rap, because we say they brought melody to rap, they also changed up R&B, country music, like different genres. I had the pleasure. I had the pleasure and honor of interviewing Crazy, and that's what he was talking about. It's like they go beyond just rap music. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them, man. I'm really glad for that. As a Bone fan, I'm like, oh hell yeah, for sure. Did you see Rick Ross's botched dive?
That boy knee went out, didn't it?
His knee went out, and boy, he said that he was hurt. Like he said, he was really hurt by that. Like his knees had buckled and stuff. So that was a funny.
It looked
sight.
like he was really hurt.
Yeah, it did. So he was trying to jump, get himself together, and then jump.
So
out
you know how like when you watch like Olympic divers, they jump and then jump again and dive. Yeah, but those are like special boards, though, bro. Those aren't regular house diving boards. And I guess he thought it was, the inebriation, no pun intended, combined with all the people around cheering and stuff. It'll lead you to do stuff that'll get you hurt.
Yeah, absolutely. That boy knees buckled, boy. I tell you, I was like, dog, and he fell. But what did you see the thing about a parachute? Somebody on a parachute landing on his property? Did you see that?
Yeah, I seen that. That was crazy.
What was that? So the dude just randomly landed.
Somebody randomly landed on his property. He was like, because he went outside and was like, yo, just don't land on my house.
Oh, that's what he said.
I'm gonna tell you this though. Rick Ross' house ain't the house you want to just run up on though.
What, talking about as far as security and stuff?
Yeah, he got 2 armed security guards, at least that you can see. He might have more, but he got 2 that you can see, and he got 2 dogs that roam the premises at all times.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't want to do that. That was formerly Evander Holyfield's house.
Right.
I'm sure Rick Ross got it at a very discounted rate.
He did.
Then renovated it. Because I was just, shout out to him, but I was just like, damn, off of him, because Rick Ross never went platinum. But he
didn't have to go platinum. He was still making money. You got to understand, Rick Ross came out right at the end of the era where rappers were still making money.
Yeah, for sure.
Not that they're not making money now. They just ain't making that kind of money.
Yeah, Rick Ross, shout out to Rick Ross. He had the pool party. Rick Ross's pool party and everything.
I would have went if I was in town.
Yeah. How much did it cost to get in?
Excuse me. I was in town. I would have went if I wasn't booked.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I wouldn't have went. What you said, shout out to my LBDB. Ross House was the house. Yeah, Coming to America too. Sure would. Envy got at him about that. Speaking of which, hey, did you see the 85 South Show special on Netflix?
I ain't watching, bro. Shout out to them 3 black men getting their money, but I'm not a fan of their style of comedy.
You not? Tell me why.
Because they just get up there and wing it. Like there's no program, there's no like structure to it. It's just like me and you getting on stage with no topics, and we're just like, yo, Jay, that girl right there got a big ass head, and then we just keep rolling from there. Like,
yeah, so you don't really like it. Yeah, I watched.
And they don't really talk about much. Like I'm more of a Dave Chappelle fan. Yeah. Like I like to learn while I laugh. Kevin Hart, Cat Williams.
Kevin Hart, boy.
Yeah, trust me.
That was a
Cat Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin
Hart used to be funny though.
Who? Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart used to be
originally. Funny. Yeah, I watched it, and I like for it to be a special. I wasn't really impressed. Like it had some funny moments for sure.
They did say they also said they toned it down for a wider audience.
That's what I saw too.
Yeah,
they was on Breakfast Club talking about it. So yeah, I get that. But shout out to them for making their money.
Hey, shout out to them. And the rate just went up because they was the #1 stream show on Netflix. On Netflix, correct.
That is huge.
That's huge, dog.
Huge. Shout out to DC Young Fly though, man. One thing I watched the Breakfast Club interview.
Right.
He's been showing people how you should respond to stuff if you're a God-believing, God-fearing individual. You know what I'm saying? Like you make sure that you say, y'all want to see me cry? How do you know I didn't cry? How do you know I didn't lose my mind?
And then he say he cry every morning. He's just not doing it for clout. Like, and I applaud him for that. Because so many people would try to use this as a stepping stool. But he like, bro, I cry in private and then I pray and I go home by my day.
Right. What else you supposed to do? You want to
go on Facebook Live.
But if we get in a car wreck or we get in an accident, we show ourselves in the hospital, we show ourselves do this, we show ourselves do everything. Y'all pray for me. And I'm not trying to judge people, but I hate when people get on social media talking about y'all, I'm not okay. My thing is this: go seek help, or like I don't want people to feel sorry for me. Now, if a relative passed and I'm letting everybody know what's going on, that's one thing. But when folks be doing all that, it'd be like that clout chasing thing. So
I agree.
yeah, but yeah, for sure. But yeah, man, we had fun on this week's episode of Red's View. As always, man, make sure that you lock in and subscribe to youtube.com/Reds View. You can follow me right there at JAYR3D on all social media platforms. Where do we follow you? DJ PM.
Come on, man. Y'all know the vibes by now. At THEEDJPM on all social media.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. Hopefully everybody continues to have a safe week, a productive week. And like I said, man, make sure that you subscribe. Catch us this weekend because you know we're gonna be DJing somewhere. Where are you DJing at this weekend?
Social House Thursday. If you don't really like clubs or hookah smoke being blown in your face, you don't like VIP sections, you like just like dope music and nothing new either. Like I don't play nothing new. It's like vibes. I actually play Bone Thugs and Harmony in there actually. It's that type of vibe where I can play I can pretty much play anything I want as long as it's not like super ratchet or anything. Like it's a vibe though. It's a vibe. Like it's a grown people love it.
That's social. You said
it's
social?
called the Social House.
The Social House. Okay.
Yeah, I'm there Thursday. I'm actually there Thursday and Friday. Then Saturday I'm at Johnny's. It's a spot in Midtown, a brunch spot, and then Sunday I'm at BQE for brunch.
Okay, bet. Yeah.
I think I'm somewhere Saturday night too, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I definitely gotta fuck with that thing. And that the Social's Thursday, right?
Yeah, the Social House.
Social House.
Yeah, come through. You'll like it, bro.
Okay, for sure. Because I don't like hookah. It brings a certain type of energy. Yeah, I'll be at the W Lounge, the W Downtown, the living room. That'll be 8 to 12 on Friday, and then I'll also be at their pool Sunday from 3 to 7. So yeah, man. Y'all
bet. Hey, I might pull up on you Sunday when I leave BQE because I'm done there like 5:36. So I catch like the last hour.
Okay, bet.
Yeah.
All right, man. Y'all know the vibes. The most honorable DJ PM J Red Reds View. We're signing out.